Hi, I'm Kenny with Embroidery Library. Today I'd like to show you how to make this accent pillow that's in the shape of a bow. I'll start by embroidering the fabric for the wrap that goes around the middle of the pillow. Draw an 8-inch by 26-inch rectangle on a sturdy fabric, like lightweight canvas or denim. A template is a printout of a design, and it's a good tool when planning where to embroider. I'm arranging the template so the center of the design is in the center of the fabric. I'm marking the center point of the design on the fabric and the vertical and horizontal axis lines. Those marks help me when hooping the fabric. Hoop with a piece of cutaway stabilizer, lining up the marks on the fabric with the marks on the hoop. Attach the hoop to the machine and load the design. Move the hoop so the needle is right over the center point. Embroider the design. I use a size 11 or 7511 sharp sewing needle when I embroider on fabrics like denim or canvas. After embroidering, trim the stabilizer away from the back. Cut out the rectangle. Next, I want to cut a matching piece for the back of the wrap. Lay the embroidered piece on top of another piece of fabric, right sides together. Pin the two pieces together. Cut out the rectangle and then remove the pins. Next, I'll add trim to the sides. Lay the embroidered piece right side up and pin trim along the sides. I'm aligning the raw edges of the trim with the raw edges of the fabric. Use a zipper foot and sew the trim to the fabric with a 1/4 inch seam. Put the back fabric piece on top, right sides together, and pin in place. Sew a seam along each long edge and sew as close to the cord of the trim as you can. Sew a 1/2 inch seam along one of the short edges. Turn that all right side out and press the seams. Turn the fabric of the open end in a 1/2 inch and press. Pin, then sew a 1/8 inch seam along the open edge. Next I'll make the pillow part, and this is really quick. Cut 2 pieces of quilter's cotton to 31 inches by 16 inches. Put those pieces right sides together and pin. Sew a 1/2 inch seam along the outer edge and leave about 6 inches open at the bottom. Turn the fabric right side out and lay it flat. Measure and mark 12 inches in from each short side at the center. I'm going to add pleats above and below this mark. Pinch and fold the fabric 3/4 of an inch above the marks and pin in place. Sew a seam along each fold to tack them in place. When you're doing this, be sure you're only sewing through the front of the pillow. Fill the pillow with polyester fiber fill. Turn the fabric opening in 1/2 inch and hand sew it closed. Wrap the embroidered section around the middle of the pillow. Line up the center of the embroidery design with the center of the pleats. On the back, overlap the ends by 1 inch and pin in place. Hand sew that together. I like this style because the pleats add interesting texture to the pillow. And it's fun to match embroidery designs to fabric prints to create a custom look. Cherries are classic for a kitchen, but I wanted to make something for a cabin in the woods too. On this pillow, I used the wintry wolf design and found this cool and frosty fabric for the pillow portion. And you can see that those two pillows have two very distinct looks. Thanks for watching today. For machine embroidery designs and more creative tutorials, visit our website, www.emblibrary.com.